Welcome back to Newsday. Stakeholders have raised fears that the fight against money laundering and terrorism financing will continue to suffer setbacks if certain measures are not put in place to tackle the menace head-on. They therefore recommended adequate sanctions for perpetrators to remove Nigeria from the blacklist before the international community. The experts, including lawyers and anti-graft agencies, made these suggestions during workshops with the theme A Multi-Stakeholder Approach to Nigeria's Financial Action Task Force Delisting. This was organized by Epifania Zinge Foundation in collaboration with the Global South Dialogue on Economic Crime.
One person, anywhere I have opportunity to speak, I will tell people that lack of law is not actually our problem. But what actually is our problem is lack of enforcement. And that is why when you look at the recommendation of FATF, it talks about strengthening our law enforcement capacity. And that has to do with training our law enforcement so that they will be able to enforce our laws. All the laws that they talk about that is prevalent in other countries, we have them here.
And we have put in place an assembly of people from those various institutions, whether SCOMOL, whether NFIU, whether ICPC, and so on and so forth. So we are all assembled. And we have also working in collaboration with the Global South Dialogue on Economic Crimes all the way from UK. We are also getting other people online to speak to us from the UK on the same subject matter. So it is a concerted effort, a multi-stakeholder approach to see what recommendations can be made.
Well, recovering illicit money depends on a number of factors, one of which is the strength of the laws and bodies of institutions that you have in a country, as well as a culture of rule of law. And of course, you have to deal with the culture of corruption. You cannot fight corruption with corruption, isn't it? So to fight corruption, you must have integrity. And building that integrity means that ensuring that you have strong laws, you also have men and women who are ready to do their bit without let.
The various administrations in Nigeria to make sure that all the institutions that are involved in the fight against money laundering and terrorism financing, one, have the resources they need to tackle these criminal activities, but they also have the necessary political will and political backing to go after those criminals that conduct both money laundering and terrorism financing.
Money laundering is only part of corruption and other crimes which are thriving. And like one of the questions I asked them is, all the time there's kidnapping, they make demand and they say pay so much and people are paying. How come it's so difficult to track the money? And so what we really need in Nigeria is to be honest and to start doing some things right.
Once corruption is around, as deep-seated as it is, then you can never say bye to poverty. When you are surrounded by poverty, even if you as an individual turns to a millionaire or a billionaire or a trillionaire for that matter, you can never escape poverty.